Hello everyone, Vincent System here, and this is my 20 subscriber special. I know, it's been a long time, and I've almost reached 30, but I'm not gonna do a 30 subscriber special, I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, I have to consider it. But today I did a Q&A, and, well, these questions are gonna be very interesting. Now, set it up so that only certain types of questions could be asked. One being video games, another being disabilities, and the third one being MLP. Yes, I'm a birdie. For those who didn't know. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the simplest ones first, both of which are from Kimmy Cat Gamer. And her first question is, what got you into MLP? Well, to be honest, it was the fan works. And how much effort they put into the work on the fans have always been the reason why I love this fandom. Because they showed their love for it so much. What got me into watching the show? Well, it was Josh Scorcher's review of Applebuck season. And I'll be providing a link to it down below. Okay. Second question from her is, what is your most said quote? It's almost a trollish question, I think. Because I think I say it at the end of every video, but never judge a book by its cover. Its pages might surprise you. And those pages can help you out someday. Thank you. Now, I have one simple question from Abby Sinclair, which is favorite pony. Applejack. Simply because I relate to her so much. It's scary. Next best would be Twilight because I have social problems and I understand the value of friendship, I just have the hardest time making friends. Yeah. Now we're getting to the hard questions. Kelly Buckle asks, what kind of services do people with disabilities go to receive help in Talbot County? First, I would recommend, if we're just talking Talbot County, which is the county we both live in, it would have to be social services or Department of Rehabilitation Services, which I can give you directions to it, Kelly. I know where they are. Just let me know. Next one is it harder to cope with disabilities as an adult or as a child? That's a little tricky. And to be perfectly honest, I think it's more accepted as a child. So I think it would be harder as an adult because if you haven't got it under control, it'll be less accepted. So you have to work harder to make it accepted. But as a child, you don't really have the mental capabilities to handle the disabilities, whereas an adult, you should. So it depends. If it is better, if it might be harder when you're an adult to make it less noticeable, but I think as a child, it's a lot harder to even keep it in check. Again, it depends on the disability. some disabilities, you couldn't tell. And some disabilities, no matter how much training you get, yeah, you can't disguise it, so it's rarely accepted. Rick also asks, for a person that is new to video game, what's the best place to start? Oh boy, this is a long list, but okay. First, you have to find what genre works best for you. Facebook is a great place for that. Congregate, great place for that. You can get free. You can play free games on there. Steam, there's a whole bunch of free games. Some of them pretty great. Um, and I recommend going free first because if you were to put money towards it and end up being disappointed, you might try to avoid video games from then on. So I recommend free so that you don't spend any money on it. A great game that has a lot of community people is Team Fortress 2, and if you're into shooters at all, Team Fortress 2 should definitely be on your radar. Another great one, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is pretty much the epitome of puzzles now, Candy Crush. Yeah, Candy Crush on Facebook. It's free, so give it a shot. Card games, there's Card Hunter? There's not that many free ones. Role-playing games, again, I recommend Card Hunter, and I search the genre very often, and there's very few free ones in that regard. Few other categories, platformers, search, you can find a bunch of them on Congregate. Various other places. Final question, and there's a reason I left this one for last. Abby, the one who asked favorite pony, she also asked, how do you feel video games affect society, positively and negatively? First, I want to get this out of the way. I have done a ton of research for video games. And I know pretty much how this would affect society. But that is way too big of a topic for a Q&A. So it will be its own video. And knowing me, it'd probably be winter before that comes out. I kid. But I am going to try and do more on this channel. Anyways, but the general overview is the most video games will do in a stable family in a family is if the family is stable, it won't affect it at all. If there's little cracks in it, it might make the cracks a little wider. But if there was a lot of problems in the household, video games are just going to tag them on. So it depends on the circumstances. So, anyways, thank you all for watching, and remember, never judge a book by its cover. Its pages might surprise you. in those pages can help you out today. Thank you.